Hey there guys, it's Metro, and today we're going to be talking about how to beat the champ. Good old Lance here. He's got an incredibly tough team, so before we even start and the actual video, we need to talk about this, alright? First things first, the Dragonite is really a real problem. Other Dragonites in this game are very easy to deal with my Jinx, but this one not so much because it has extreme speed, so there's no way it's going second, and extreme speed with its physical attack is a one-shot. I haven't been able to survive it. A single hit on any Pokemon that I put in, and he seems to always use extreme speed unless he can get a 2x effectiveness with one of the other abilities. So he's got Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, and Flamethrower. So that kind of limits the options. I'll show you guys what to do there, but the Kangaskhan and the Aerodactyl are also equally tough. The Aerodactyl especially. In fact, this thing has Sky Attack, guys, which does I think it does 9,000 base damage. Yeah, those two, this is a really tough trainer, and you know, it is the final battle, so you kind of expect it, but we're going to see it here in action. It is incredibly difficult. I was really surprised by it. The other four, you know, the Elite Four itself were marginally difficult, especially Koga. I spent a lot of time on, but when I got here and was just getting slaughtered by his Pokemon, like I couldn't even get hits off. Literally couldn't even get hits off. So we're going to show you how I approach it with the team I have. I think there could be some tweaking to the team, but the issue, of course, is that you had to have beaten the Elite Four too, which are certainly no pushover. So this is how I do it with my team, at least. Which of course starts with Wobbuffet, Kangaskhan. Any normal type like this is just going to do too much damage to survive. So you have to go. You know, that double edge is going to one-shot everything. I literally every one of these Pokemon almost one-shot every Pokemon as well. So you really need to be able to play this matchup properly. And of course, Wobbuffet is going to be able to do just that with a nice counter. And it's an easy kill, but you're kind of in a predicament for later, and I'll explain why as well when we get there. But yeah, counter's taking out the Kangaskhan easily. It is 117, so it's got a lot of health. But luckily, the counter does it. Let's see what's next. I think it is Kingdra? Is it Jolteon? All right, Jolteon. So this is an interesting one here. It's got... I'm pretty sure it has sleep. Like, it doesn't say it does on that image I linked there, but it tries to put me to sleep, which is obviously super fun. But yeah, in this episode of, yeah, there it is there. Yeah, look at that. It does have Sing. So I don't know why the thing that I showed at the start of the video doesn't include that, but either way, that's a reset. You can't, if you get put to sleep, you might as well just kill yourself in real life, because there's no way you're going to be able to beat this battle. No, I'm just kidding. That's not even funny. But anyway, yeah, so now we're going to do it again. And this time we're going to not get put to sleep. We're not going to fall asleep because we're not tired at all this time. I'm wide awake. I just had a nap, you know, so there's no reason to be asleep in a Pokemon battle. Like, if I was a Pokemon, I would be very hyped up. I'd be high energy, especially with this music. Listen to it. It's really good music. I love it. So I wouldn't fall asleep because I'd be very energetic, I think, and my Pokemon would, you know, be the same way. So yeah. Anyway, so that's something that can go very wrong. I don't really understand how or why that happened, but I guess he has the move Sing and he uses it. So that's how and why it happened. Obviously, you need to avoid that. But the counter strat is the same, no different here. We're just gonna hit him with those 3 fists, as you saw in that order, and it's like, I think it's left, up, then right, left, up, right again. It happens twice, and then the Pokemon dies. Wobbuffet, of course, is quite low. Only about half his health remains, and that's gonna come into play a little bit later. So this time it's Jolteon versus my Tyranitar, and this time Tyranitar, he's not very sleepy. Let's put it that way. Okay, he's got a nice snooze in. He's got a fresh head, and he's gonna come in and dominate this freaking little dog. This a lightning dog. Look at this thing, man. It looks like a dog just got out of the shower, out of a bathtub that had an electric a toaster in it or something like that. I mean, what are you doing? T-Bolt, what are you doing on Tyranitar? You see that? Yeah, you see that health pool? You see that health pool, dude? What do you think T-Bolt's gonna do? He's gonna scratch. He's gonna sneeze because it tickles his nose. That's it. Now Earthquake, of course, gonna do insane damage. Jolteon's very weak physically, and Tyranitar is very strong. Now, if only that was stabbed, man. If that was stabbed, oh boy, it'd be so cool. But that's that. It's a one-shot, and it doesn't even have, there's no crit or nothing like that. Not even stabbed, but still a one-shot. Now, things get a little bit more interesting here with Kingdra. I just go Kingdra versus Kingdra because I try, you know, whatever I think I can try, it's not going to work. Wobbuffet's the only real option. I was going to explode, but that doesn't seem to work very well either for this. So we just go Kingdra versus Kingdra. Now, it's important to understand what he's doing here. He has double edge, okay? So he's going to actually help you out. He's not going to do very much damage with that. In fact, he would do a lot more damage if he actually had a dragon move, which he doesn't. So I'm going to use my dragon move, Dragon Breath, which I got from Claire. She was a friendly gift. She told me about her breath, and that was a very true statement which she made there. But we get the Dragon Breath very good there, and that does about half his health. Now, if he didn't use double edge here, we wouldn't kill him. Dragon Breath wouldn't finish him because of leftovers. But since he uses it again and we survive it, he gets himself low enough for us to finish him with the Dragon Breath. So that is how that works. I think if you don't, if you do the same thing and he doesn't for some reason use double edge, which I think he always will because Octazooka would be weak, then he won't die. But so there you go. First time ever a Pokemon actually helps us kill himself. Now, the Tyranitar is an easy matchup. It's the easiest one for sure. It's dark and rock, so you just go in with the fighting type, and as long as you deal damage, he will die, I'd imagine. Of course, it is a Tyranitar, so no guarantees there, but I can't imagine how you would not be able to one-shot this thing. Which Hitmonlee, Bruce Lee is going to be able to do very easily. See that? See the bar going down? That means he killed them. And Tyranitar is going to go down like the Titanic. Now, this is where things get interesting, alright? The two Pokemon that remain are the two hardest in the entire game, if you ask me. First up is Aerodactyl, alright? Now, I've tried everything against this thing. This Sky Attack is monstrous. I cannot survive a single Sky Attack on any Pokemon. I think probably the only way I'd be able to survive is if I had another flying type. But then I think he would just use Ancient Power and kill me that way, right? So, this is a very tough Pokemon, guys. So, I talked about this in a previous video. But I hate to do this. This is really against my code of Pokemon. But I'm gonna have to heal up Wobbuffet. I'm gonna have to use an item in battle, and you can use items in battles. I'm sure a lot of you guys have done it. You can get max potions from the guy selling stuff outside the Elite Four. But otherwise, I cannot beat this thing. I literally have no options here. Kingdra would have to be. He'd be the only option, and I need him for the previous Kingdra. So. And of course, Exeggutor just can't kill either Pokemon. He's really kind of outclassed here, so the only option is to survive a Sky Attack with Wobbuffet's 500 health and then counter it, and that is that. He will go down, but I'm telling you guys, don't underestimate this. This attack is crazy. It really does one-shot everything. One-shot Tyranitar, one-shot, no matter what I did, it was crushing me. I could not survive a single hit. I was hoping, Tyranitar, I think he did survive a single hit, and then he used Rock Smash, and it didn't kill the Aerodactyl, and then I just lose. You know what I mean? That's it. So it's the only option, if you ask me. And then same with the Dragonite. This is even worse. The only way I can get by this thing is because he's going to use Flamethrower, which is, he's terrible, terrible choice on his part. If he just used Extremespeed, he'd kill me. But he thinks Flamethrower is going to do more damage because it's 2 times effective. What a fucking shocker. I have high special defense and he has low special attack, so I guarantee Extremespeed would have did a lot more damage in this. But he uses Flamethrower because it's the AI bugging out here a little bit, not very smart, not as intelligent as it is artificial, and I win because of it. So there you go, guys. That's it. You gotta force him to not use Extremespeed, and the only way that's gonna happen is if he can get a 2-time stab on, well, not even stab, but 2 times effectiveness on T-Bolt, Ice Beam, or Flamethrower, and I got the Flamethrower. And that is it. Thank you very much, Lance. You did a good job here with your Pokemon. They were very strong. But that is the end of the battle. All right. So now in the closing seconds, minutes, really, there's still a few minutes left. But anyway, in the closing bit here, I want to talk a little bit about this game. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the challenge. I really enjoyed the level. How things were over leveled. Everything's 120 or whatever it is. This is at this point. I just beat a 120 Dragonite. You know what I'm saying, with 100, and so it's pretty crazy. It's pretty fun because of that, but there is a whole nother region, guys. All right, now I'm not going to make any promises since that region doesn't have the images and stuff on the thread. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Well, I think it's probably in my best interest to just make short videos on them so other people can get info. Like if you're watching these guides, you probably definitely need info on those battles. So we'll see. We'll see if I do it. I'm not really sure. The big issue here is that Pokemon Rejuvenation is coming out again soon, and I plan on revamping all the guides I made for that because a lot of them, I think all of them are out of date. So This has been a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this game. I really enjoyed the battles. The puzzles I didn't really enjoy. I got to make some guides on a few of them, but in general, they were really tedious and really unfun. But the concept behind making the Pokemon really difficult to beat, and all the Pokemon different a little bit too, you know, like Executor having Explode, Jinx being as strong as she is, like these are really, 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 really cool changes. I would totally be down for more games like this, especially if they were in the updated, like in more recent games. But there you go, right there. Hall of Fame member Wobbuffet, dude. This guy fucking carried me. And you too, buddy. Executor, man, you are the man. You deserve a raise if I was paying you at all, but I'm not, because that's not how this game works. But anyway, that's pretty much it. So I really enjoyed this series. I do have a Lieutenant Surge video already recorded, but I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do after that. So I'm going on vacation, and then Pokemon Rejuvenation will be out. So thanks for watching. If you guys have any further questions about the game, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you had a great holiday. I'd imagine by the time this comes up. But yeah, thanks for watching.